Welcome to Mega Wealth Magnet, where we uncover the secrets of wealth, power, and influence across the biggest industries. Let's dive in.
Ladies and gentlemen, champions of wealth, welcome back. A big round of applause for all our amazing loyal subscribers. Thank you for riding with us on this wealth journey. And to our brand new members joining for the very first time, we see you, we appreciate you, and we're giving you a standing ovation you deserve because you didn't just stumble here, you chose to step closer to financial mastery. This channel, Mega Wealth Magnet, is your home for unlocking the secrets the rich already know. Now, in part 1, we discovered how millionaires plant the seeds of wealth. In part 2, we saw how they scale those seeds into powerful machines of stocks and businesses. But today, part 3, is where the game changes. Here's a secret most people will never hear, because making millions is one thing, keeping it and passing it on is an entirely different level. And that's exactly what we're uncovering today, 5 hidden assets millionaires use to protect wealth for generations. The hidden asset class millionaires use to protect their fortune from collapse, and to make sure their wealth outlives them for generations. Every financial collapse you've heard of, every wealthy family that went from riches to rags, happened because they mastered the offense but ignored the defense. If you've ever wondered how the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, or even modern-day tycoons protect their empires, this is where the truth comes out. The truth is, millionaires don't just guard their wealth with one tool. They weave together 5 overlooked assets, invisible to the masses, but powerful enough to protect their wealth for generations. Today, we lift the veil. Before we dive into the main topic of today, let us consider why defense matters, the forgotten side of wealth. When most people dream of being rich, they picture mansions, luxury cars, exotic vacations. They imagine making money, but rarely do they think about keeping it. Millionaires think differently. They know that money without protection is like water in your hands. Eventually, it slips away. History is filled with cautionary tales, families who rose to wealth but saw it all vanish in a single generation. In fact, there's a saying in wealth circles, shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations. The first generation builds wealth. The second enjoys it. The third loses it. Why? Because without structures in place to preserve wealth, time, taxes, inflation, and mismanagement erode it away. Millionaires know that offense creates wealth, but defense preserves it. So how do millionaires break this curse? How do they ensure their wealth doesn't just survive, but thrives long after they're gone? Let's begin with something most people ignore until it's too late. Asset 1, the power of private trusts and foundations. Enter the hidden world of trusts and foundations. These aren't just legal documents, they're vaults for wealth. For millionaires, wealth is not just about possession, it's about protection. Private trusts and family foundations act like invisible vaults. They're not simply legal documents, they're shields that keep wealth safe from lawsuits, taxes, and even family disputes. Think of it as writing a story for your money, where every character and every chapter is carefully directed long after you're gone. The wealthy know, money without structure is money at risk. Think of a trust like a secure treasure chest where assets, real estate, stocks, businesses, can be stored safely, shielded from lawsuits, creditors, and unnecessary taxes. Take the Rockefellers, for example. While the Vanderbilt family lost their fortune within a few generations, the Rockefellers structured their empire through trusts. Over 100 years later, their descendants still enjoy wealth, influence, and security, while avoiding the pitfalls that destroyed so many others. Millionaires know that a paycheck feeds today, but a trust feeds tomorrow. It ensures assets are passed down deliberately, not scattered or wasted. And this is why wealthy families treat estate planning not as an afterthought, but as one of the cornerstones of their strategy. But trusts and foundations aren't the only shields millionaires use. They also turn what most people see as an expense into an income-generating and wealth-protecting asset. So where do millionaires turn when they want to shield everything they've built from financial storms? Asset 2. Insurance as a wealth tool, strategic life insurance and annuities. To the average person, insurance is a bill. To millionaires, it's a secret vault. Properly structured, life insurance can act as a tax-free inheritance, an investment vehicle, and a wealth transfer machine. It's not just about death, it's about creating liquidity when heirs need it most. An overlooked yet mighty pillar of generational wealth. Most people think of life insurance as something you buy just to cover funeral expenses. Millionaires see it differently. They use whole life policies and insurance trusts as tools to transfer wealth tax-free. Imagine this: instead of leaving behind assets that could be tied up in taxes or legal disputes, a wealthy individual leaves behind a guaranteed payout, millions in liquid cash, that ensures heirs don't need to sell businesses, homes, or investments just to cover bills. This is why insurance, to the wealthy, isn't just protection, it's leverage. It's a financial safety net that ensures their fortune can keep moving forward without interruption. And while insurance protects against life's uncertainties, there's another invisible enemy silently eating away at wealth every single day. Asset 3. The inflation game. Inflation, the quiet thief. Every year, the money in your savings account is worth a little less. Most people ignore it. Millionaires don't. They fight it head-on by holding inflation-resistant assets, real estate, commodities, even fine art and collectibles. Why art? Because while cash melts like ice in the sun, certain paintings, sculptures, or rare artifacts rise in value over time, often faster than inflation itself. Why real estate? Because rents adjust upwards, property values grow, and unlike paper money, land can't be printed into existence. This is why, while the average person is clinging to dollars in a savings account, millionaires are quietly stacking assets that grow stronger as the dollar grows weaker. But ultimately, all these tools, trusts, insurance, inflation hedges, they serve one bigger purpose. That leads to Asset 4, building legacy. Networks and social capital. Legacy. Millionaires think in terms of decades, not paychecks. They don't just ask, how much money can I make? They ask, how can I ensure this money works for my children, my grandchildren, even my great-grandchildren? That's why their wealth doesn't just grow, it endures. Money alone cannot survive generations, but networks, relationships built on trust, alliances, mentorships, these are the invisible threads that keep fortunes alive. A single introduction, a single partnership, can multiply wealth in ways that money alone never could. Millionaires know, the strongest inheritance isn't always cash, it's access. This is the true hidden asset class, generational thinking. While most people think in terms of weeks or months, the wealthy think in terms of decades, even centuries. It's not just about them, it's about building a financial ecosystem that will still be standing long after they're gone. This is why the Rockefeller name still echoes with power today. It's why dynasties are born, while other fortunes fade. Legacy isn't about money, it's about foresight, structure, and the courage to play the long game. And now we arrived at Asset 5, rare collectibles and alternative stores of value. While most chase the stock market, the wealthy quietly buy rare art, vintage watches, classic cars, and even wine collections. Why? Because these assets often rise in value regardless of market crashes. A painting on the wall isn't just decoration, it's an inheritance. A Patek Philippe isn't just a timepiece, it's a time capsule of wealth. Millionaires see beauty where others only see luxury. So here's the real lesson: offense makes you rich, but defense makes you wealthy. So there you have it, 5 hidden assets that millionaires use not just to stay rich, but to ensure their wealth outlives them. Trusts, insurance, inflation-proof assets, collectibles, and the greatest of them all, networks and legacy thinking. This is how millionaires protect their fortunes from collapse and pass them on for generations. But we're not done yet. In part 4, we'll pull everything together into the final framework, the hidden playbook that shows you how millionaires multiply opportunities without trading more of their time. Because real wealth isn't about working harder, it's about building a system so powerful it works even while you sleep. But here's the question: what do you do once you have these assets? How do you turn them into an unstoppable machine, one that grows without you, scales beyond you, and reshapes your family's destiny forever? That's what we'll uncover in part 4. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So if you felt the power in today's message, hit that like button, share this with someone you care about, and if you're new here, join us by subscribing to Mega Wealth Magnet. Together, we are building not just knowledge, but legacies. See you soon in the next video. Bye for now.